and welcome to 2021. I am so glad to have you joining me again today for this video blog. And today I want to talk about the idea of resolutions and goal setting. I am not a huge fan of the whole concept of New Year's resolutions because I feel like they're very restrictive and potentially set you up to feel like maybe you're not going to succeed or you're going to fail in some way. As we talked a few weeks ago about the idea of setting goals for yourself as well as for your relationship, today I want you to go back and revisit those list of goals that you came up with and schedule some time with your partner to actually sit down and talk about what is going to be the guiding principles or the goals or the ideas or the things that you want to reach both individually and as a couple in this new calendar year that we've just started. Some easy ways to do this would be to sit down and think, okay, on our goal list, we wrote down that we want to take a vacation as a family in the year 2021. So let's decide if maybe vacation planning is going to be one of the goals that we're really going to focus on as we look at our vision for the year. Or maybe the goal is to say we want to improve our communication. So throughout this year, we're going to use that word communication as a guiding force, kind of this idea that anytime we feel off track, we're going to come back to that guiding principle of communication and remember that we can reset and remember that we're on the same team. You're going to notice that a lot of the things I talk about overlap because there really isn't just one right answer for what you're supposed to do to have a successful relationship. But if you allow yourself to come together to plan out what you want to achieve and accomplish throughout this year, it actually makes it a lot easier to sort of achieve those goals. I tell my clients all the time that if you have a very open-ended, I don't know, we'll just see what happens kind of attitude, you're almost trying to hit a moving target and you may not actually know if you're making progress towards the things that are important to you or that are important to your partner and your relationship. So that's what I want you to think about is, do you want to set a resolution or would you rather have maybe a quote or a phrase or an idea or a word or something that actually governs your year so that you feel connected to each other and you feel like you're on the same page? It is so easy to get off the same page in a relationship, and so as much as I may not be a fan of resolutions, I am a fan of having strategic time throughout the year where you sit down and revisit where you are on the journey. Sometimes from a business perspective, you hear people talk about vision boards or goal planning. That's essentially what I'm asking you to do, but from a relationship perspective, where you're brainstorming what it is that you want to achieve and accomplish, and then you're going to set up a foundation of success so that the two of you can go through that journey together side by side and support each other. It all comes back to communication, but that doesn't mean that's going to necessarily be what you pick as your sort of resetting word, phrase, or guide. But I do want you to spend some time thinking about it. And I also hope that you will come back and share with me in the comments what you're going to use to reset this year to have the relationship success and foundation that you want as you start building that relationship of your dreams.